February 8th, 2025. Kind of a fast forward, and I'm showing you the finished product. However, let's just look right here at this plaque that we had made. It says started August 1988, completed June 1990. This commemorates the time that we spent restoring this kitchen. And I'm telling you, when I was done, and this was working on this thing every night after work and every weekend, time off and vacations, and I was burned out at that time. Those of you who have restored your own houses understand exactly what I mean. So let's kind of go this way, and you just kind of look at the finished results after all these years. Let's turn around and I'll show you. Here was the very first set of cabinets that I made, and Dinah liked them because it's actually a cupboard, which is nice. This was the second cabinet that I made, and I kind of learned along the way. So I started over here and turned this corner and built these top sections first, and went around the kitchen and built these sections next. And there you go. Now mind you, I'm nowhere near being a carpenter, but necessity truly was the mother of invention. I couldn't afford to have any of this stuff done. And of course, you remember from the photographs in this part of the video, here's the hearth and the fireplace that I rebuilt. And here's a fire successfully going in it, which really heats this part of the house up. And over here, let me show you something right here. This little hidden cupboard. So what you do is you reach up here and you pull this knob, and that releases that, and you pull this down, and you've got your potato chips in there. So your fun food. And here's where we keep the spices and stuff, and more storage. And here's our window from our kitchen looking out into our wildlife corridor, which we can watch all kinds of critters going back and forth there. And it's been fun over the years to watch that. Of course, in the spring and summer, we're looking out onto one of our pollinator meadows. Now I'll show you up here. Because I'm such an amateur in this stuff, I can afford to experiment and build things like this and make this sort of follow the contour of the stairs. You know, just not wasting any space at all. And these are the back of the stairs going up into the office. If you remember in the still photographs, this staircase was basically suspended in the air, only being held up by its attachment to this brick wall, because I had to cut out the floor. And also, you might remember in the pictures in the video, I put in quotes when I built the framing for the cabinets on the floor and on the ceiling, or I should say on the floor and on the wall, for the new sink. Where here it is, Youngstown kitchen, which was manufactured sometime after World War II, probably in the late 1940s. This is something that Dinah and I found in a junk shop for next to nothing, and I replumbed it and we refinished it on the outside. So swinging around, the countertop, and also not to forget this lovely ceiling. That was quite a pleasant discovery when I was pulling down what was there. And any of you have ever done restoration work yourself understands how tiring it is to work over your head and scrape all that paint off of the ceiling. And I haven't stained this or anything. It's just how it was after I cleaned it, how it remained. And we decided to leave it like this. In all honesty, my original intention was to repaint it. But when I got it done, Diana just said, no, leave it like that. I like it. And you know what? She's generally right. I emphasize the word generally. And here's another view of some of that beautiful joinery work that we found. The pegs, the mortise and tendons that basically hold this house together. There's some more up in there. And you can see, here's where I was able to save plaster on the brick wall, of course, animal hair binder plaster. And here's where there was a big chunk of it taken out. So I decided just to kind of repair it like that, rather than try to make it perfect. Shotgun from Lorton State Penitentiary, 1880s. Here's Diana's collection of cast iron skillets, and she uses them all, except for that monster in the middle. I use it occasionally outside on the grill. I'm going to do future videos showing the rest of the inside of the house in terms of the restoration. This goes up into my office. But for now, this concludes this episode. Thank you for watching Ken's Show and Tell.